One of the biggest things I always get asked as a YouTuber, as a content creator in this modern digital media age, it's how much money you're making. How much money are you getting, man? How much money do you make? Like, what sort of bread do you make? Like, do you make money from YouTube? Like, is that your full-time job? And today, I will not be telling you how much money I make on YouTube. That's absolutely not happening. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pocket watch somebody else, okay? I'm going to hit the Uno reverse card. I'm going to direct the energy right towards somebody else. Because I swear, okay, if I thought I was getting money, all right? If I thought I was getting money, you know what I'm saying? Big Harrod Stanley Cup exclusive right now, okay? That's the sort of bread I'm getting, all right? If I thought I was getting money, okay, these streamers are making absolutely redonkulous money, okay? Eye-popping amounts are being made by these streamers. I might have to become a streamer, because once I found out what XQC was making, okay, I was ready to just throw all of my shit out the window and start again as a streamer, all right? And start eating my meals on camera and reacting to videos for hours without really saying anything, okay? That's not a dig, all right? If that's how it is out here, maybe that's what I got to get to as well. But this guy, man, the more I learn about this guy, the more I actually respect him. Because when I first heard about XQC, I thought this guy was a clown. I thought he sucked. I thought he was a hack. I thought he was a lazy, garbage content creator that steals other people's content and barely says anything, right? Lets the chair do the talking, okay? And the more I've learned about XQC, all right? Got a little grit in my mouth right now. The more I learned about XQC, the more I respect the guy. The more I admire the guy, the more I'm actually impressed by what he's been able to achieve. So his real name is Felix Lengyel, okay? Despite having a goofy name like Felix Lengyel, he has managed to become one of the most successful people in the digital age on social media, okay? So he started out playing League of Legends under the name XQC LOL, all right? LOL for League of Legends, not laugh out loud, but he definitely makes a lot of people laugh out loud, all right? His name XQC, it comes from the last letter of his first name, Felix. That's the X. And it's combined with the abbreviation of his home province in Canada, okay? He's a French Canadian, or he's Canadian when the part where they be speaking French, Quebec. He's from Quebec. He's Felix. He's X from Quebec. XQC. All right? And he really begun to build a serious career for himself when he was playing the game Overwatch. He started out on League of Legends, but he got into Overwatch and he became a professional Overwatch player, all right? This guy was really smacking shit. This guy was killing shit, all right? This guy, he might have been the King Von of Overwatch block, all right? The real O block. Okay, he played for a gaming team called Dallas Fuel. He competed in the Overwatch League. He was killing stuff as a gamer, okay? And during this time, he was marred in controversy, suspended repeatedly, and ultimately ended up getting dropped from his team. He still represented Team Canada, all right? For people thinking this gaming thing's nonsense, right? When I was growing up and I was playing video games, I was playing Pokemon, I was playing Tony Hawk's, I was playing Grand Theft Auto, way too young. My parents would always say to me, I remember it, no one's ever going to pay you to play video games. What, you think you're just going to sit around all day playing games, talking to your friends, making money? Well, it turns out XQC was right. Them goddamn old folks were all wrong, man. I could have been playing games all day long, streaming and making money. Okay, so he was actually out here gaming, making money, okay? He represented his country, Team Canada, in the Overwatch World Cup, all right? And even though his team lost by a very small margin to South Korea, okay, he ended up being the man of the match, the man of the tournament, okay? He was the event's MVP, all right? He was beloved for his personality, and he basically started streaming, all right? He got into the streaming game, and people just loved how he played the game, man. Even though he didn't win everything, people loved how he played the game. They liked how he carried himself when he played. They liked the stuff that he was doing on and off the I don't even want to say pitch, but the game. And, you know, lots of compilations still circulating today of, like, his best moments and questioning whether he was actually any good at the game. So let's check this out real quick.
It's easy to forget that before a legion of juicers flocked to his stream, XQC was once a professional player.
What?
But for those who don't know, how good was XQC at Overwatch?
XQC Monkey is crazy? Yeah, unfortunately mine's a little bit crazier.
I pressed...
During the 5 months he was part of the inaugural season of Overwatch League, he played a lot of Winston, and he was honestly pretty good back then, particularly his ults.
Huge hitter comes in, XQC sets it up for AKM.
He also represented Team Canada at the Overwatch World Cup, where they made 2 podium finishes, and he bagged the World Cup MVP in 2017. What seems clear is that XQC's play wasn't some weird fluke. He could hang with everyone in that first season, and he was good enough after that to help bring Canada to the finals twice. So the next time you're hanging out in the stream chat with other juicers, remember, you are in the presence of greatness. It's easy.
Presence of greatness, man. So look, at a certain point, he stopped playing professional Overwatch and he got to streaming full-time on Twitch, okay? And he would put in insane long shifts, staying live for huge stretches, hours and hours and hours on end. Every month, the consistency was crazy, right? This is his chart as far as, look, hours streamed. Is that, and this is just Twitch, all right? This is just Twitch. 23,374 hours streamed, right? With an average viewer base of 38,750. The peak viewers that he's had just on Twitch, 312,000 viewers. Okay, he went crazy with it. Right, so look at these shifts that he was putting in, all right? You got to give him credit, okay? Before I knew a lot more about this guy, I was thinking this just lazy ass just sits around eating food on stream and just gets paid for it, stealing other people's content. But these shifts that he's putting in, all right, the amount of hours that he spent stealing other people's content and sitting around on stream just talking nonsense is insane. So this is hours streamed per month. Maybe I can make this a little bigger, all right? That's hours streamed per month, okay? And we go all the way back. He was putting in hundreds of hours streaming every month, all the way through 2016, 2017, through to 2018. He put in numbers on the boards. Look, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours streamed every single month. Hundreds of hours. Absolutely killed it, all right? Absolutely killed it. And it only slowed up. Only slowed up when he started cutting these deals, doing streams elsewhere, and we're going to get to that in a minute, all right? We're going to get to that, why he was streaming less on these platforms and more on other platforms. Now, there's a YouTuber called Vale who did a really good breakdown of XQC's career, so I want to just like throw up a couple of clips. I'm going to XQC it up a little bit in this video. Don't mind if I do, all right? Why not? And just look at what Vale had to say about the blow up of XQC and just how insane this was, all right? Check this out.
XQC logs onto Twitch, no longer wearing his Overwatch League jersey. His streams are loud, chaotic, and completely unfiltered, but it works. By mid-2019...
So he was wilding out. Like, he was hopping on stream and just wilding out, like going beyond what he was doing in the video games and actually becoming a really like big, crazy, loud personality. I really feel like, realistically, I feel like what you got to do in these things to actually blow up is just wild out. You just got to scream, oh my, all of that bullshit, right? That works. It works. It works. Maybe I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start flipping out when I see the next bit of Young Thug news. I'm just gonna flip out, all right, and wild out. Okay, it's crazy, but that's what he was doing, and it's working for him. Like the same with the iShow speed. You know what I'm saying? Doing backflips, jumping on the desk, knocking over the camera. That shit works, bro. That stuff actually works, and he went straight to the tippy top off that.
He's averaging 20,000 concurrent viewers, often peaking over 50,000. That means tens of thousands of paid subs. In 2020, a Twitch earnings leak revealed that he'd made $8.4 million over 2 years, just from Twitch.
$8.4 million over 2 years just from Twitch. My guy went to the NBA, man. My guy went to the league. It's crazy.
At the same time, his YouTube highlights channel exploded. That pulled in another $200,000 to $300,000 a year.
Don't sleep on that, man. The diversification. He getting money on the back end uploading the clips. He getting money on Twitch. He getting subscribers. He getting views. He going crazy, and he doing deals behind the scenes, man. You got to salute. You got to salute the guy. Absolutely went crazy with it. Ran up them racks like most of these rappers could never. A lot of these rappers you look up to with the chains and the watches and the cars, bro, they couldn't touch XQC. That's facts.
He also picked up sponsorships, gaming companies, energy drinks, even a short stint with an esports org. By early 2021, XQC was making around $4 million a year, all from content. X streamed absurd hours every single day, often going live 10 to 12 hours without breaks, and rarely, if ever, taking days off. Burnouts, bans, and meltdowns happened regularly, but instead of pushing viewers away, they brought more in. By the end of 2021, he became one of Twitch's most watched streamers. And what came next would make everything before look small.
So, before we get into what happened next, all right, I want to point out a couple of things, all right? He would just react to all type of stuff. He would go viral constantly, okay? And during this period of time, all right, when your boy Trap Law Ross was rising up in these YouTube streets, man, XQC was there soaking
Even
up
landed
game.
Von his first.
XQC was soaking up game. Now, the first time I ever seen him react, he did a reaction to a video that I did on Drake's $100 million mansion. That was the first time. I'd never heard of this guy. People were DMing me saying, yo, XQC just reacted to you on stream. On stream, that like, this is crazy. I was like, who is this dork? And then I watched the video and it was just him barely saying anything. And it was a video that I did about Drake's mansion, like way back in the day. And he was just getting pissed off because I kept pausing the video to talk about the details and the history behind Drake's mansion. And he was just on, I couldn't even find this video. Maybe he took it down, but he was just like, this guy needs to shut up, man, shut up. Just get to the content. And I was like, fuck this guy, man. This guy's a bitch. I don't even know. I might have copyright claimed him. I can't even remember. I was thinking this guy's lame as hell. But as time's gone on, I've begun to appreciate the guy. And it comes to find out, I didn't even know this until I started putting this video together, okay? It turns out that our boy, XQC, man, he was low-key a Chiracologist. He reacted to the whole King Von documentary. I ain't even know this, but I was thinking, bruh, I done seen him react to a few of my things over the years. And at the time, I thought it was lame and I thought he was a dork. I thought he was a waste man. Low-key, I wanted him. I can't even remember. I'm going to have to go look at my emails, but I might have even copyright striked his ass. Talking about making $4 million in a year. You out here reacting to my shit, hating on me. But to his credit, he did his thing, man. And despite this 3-hour video where he's reacting, he barely says a word. All right. So I went and picked out one of the very few times that he talked, and it was entertaining. He is actually adding something to the thing.
With Black Disciple rappers beginning a trend of
on folks, like the allies, not foes. So it's on folks and them grave. Oh my god.
Phone
that
and
they're
grave,
smoking
man.
on two.
On phone and grave. He was working it out, man. You know what I'm saying? I had to educate XQC one time what was really going on in these streets, man.
Claimed that he's buying guns with 100-round magazines and wondering who he's going to shoot.
Chad, this is what I was doing on the GTA server. Literally.
As well as saying that he'd been gangbanging all
in real
day
life.
and now he's tired out.
Hey, King Von was really living XQC's gaming life out in the streets, man. How crazy is that? It is actually hilarious when you think about it. But yeah, he would react to a couple of key moments, man, and have a little few jabs. But trust me, like, bro, I had to search hard. I had to really dig for gold to even find him even talking, because most of it's me talking. And he leaves the desk to go and get food at several points during this, man, which is a violation. I'm not gonna lie, but he did have some crack some jokes.
Pictures and
Okay, on phonem, I learned it last time. It means on folks and them grave. Right? On folks and them grave.
in the studio with Dirk saying,
I mean, you know, can you say it's transformative? It is a stretch to say it's transformative, but I'm not going to strike this one. I'm going to let him have his little 300,000 views on this one, but you see what he's doing, man. This was 3 hours of content for my man.
65th King Drive and dissing his ops.
Guys. I have the whitest man to ever live saying shit like, cut the ups, lacking. Like, brother, like, bro. How can I not laugh? How can I not laugh?
I can't lie, bro. You tell me in the comments, bro. Am I whiter than X? He said it's the whitest man alive. XQC low-key. I don't know. I don't even know. All right. Who's whiter, me or XQC? I don't know. I'm going to let the comments decide on that one. But anyway, he did his thing, man. And he actually ended up being the most streamed streamer of 2020. All right. He dominated, okay? Most watched streamer on Twitch of 2020. All right. He put in 149 million watch hours. He absolutely went crazy. All right. He absolutely went crazy with it. And it happened twice in a row, man. Happened twice in a row. He was crowned the most watched streamer 2021 too.
Though, that's actually kind of crazy though. Guys, I'm not a big stats guy because I think stats are meaningless and irrelevant.
He's number one with, I think that's 240 million hours of stream time.
Because it's mostly packaged. Like, streams are mostly, guys, I'm not talking today. I'm not gonna do too many takes. Guys, one small thing, guys. It's why the live space right now is too concentrated on volume. And this is an example. This is a good example to show you guys that streams or live content right now, the space is all volume.
It's just he's breaking it down for you, man. He's basically saying, yo, it's all about just getting on here for hours and hours and hours on end, having a little Trap Law Ross video loaded up to walk away from, you know what I'm saying? Having a little tantrum here and there, having your DoorDash come through, you know, little try not to laugh. But he did his thing, man. Okay, he did his thing. He went straight to the tizzy top. And with this insane level of streaming clout, okay, companies were desperate for XQC to do business with them, okay? And in 2022, all right, in 2022, one of the best things that ever possibly could have happened in XQC's entire life happened. Okay, in 2022, Kick was founded, all right? Kick was founded. It was a new live streaming service operated by Kick Streaming, okay? And hey, this company went crazy with it. Okay, this company went crazy with it. What ended up happening was that Twitch basically launched, and their whole idea, like everything they were working on, was it was like anything goes. Okay, anything goes approach to streaming. All right, anything like as close as possible without committing crimes and catching bodies on camera. But who knows? You got top 5 streaming on Kick now. You might see him catch a couple of hats on there. But the company was founded by the founders of a crypto gambling site whose name rhymes with one of my favorite cuts of meat. All right, I'm talking about the meat. I don't want to get in trouble for even saying it, because you can get in trouble for even saying the name of this company. All right, but let's just say you was at the butcher's ready to get your favorite cut of beef. You know what I'm saying? You might get yourself a nice cut of steak. All right. The people that founded that cut of meat also founded Kick, is what I'm trying to say, all right? And they created a platform where that you could go live and you could gamble for hours and days without limits to your impressionable fans that watch you for hours long. And this is where I kind of start to hate on XQC a little bit, because I'm low-key somewhat anti-gambling. You know what I mean? I might need to go to Vegas and just indoctrinate myself so I can get to the bag like these fools. But yeah, this is something, so prior to this deal coming about, okay, it turned out that XQC...
Public feuds
had actually already started gambling streams, okay? He had started streaming himself gambling. He'd started, you know, taking wagers on streams. And this was already something that was becoming viral for him. So when Kit came along and your favorite juicy cut of beef came along, this was a godsend for XQC.
In late 2021, XQC added a new type of content, gambling streams. Fan estimates put his deal between $3 and $5 million a year. In early 2023, he casually said on stream that he'd wagered over $3 billion on In one session, he lost $300,000, shrugged it off, and kept going. It became a regular part of the content. These streams pulled huge numbers. The gambling content sparked controversy, but it worked. And for XQC, it was more profitable than anything else he'd done before. By mid-2023, rumors started circulating that...
So, look, he started gaming, not that sort of gaming, Las Vegas type gaming. He started Las Vegas style gaming on his streams, okay? And this went crazy. And while that was all going on, this company Kick comes along, all right? And they're founded by the same company as your favorite cut of beef. And they set their sights on XQC and they said, this is the guy that we need to push what we got going on. And he ended up signing a deal with Stick that was... He ended up signing a deal with Kick that was reportedly worth more than LeBron James's deal at the gosh darn Lakers. How crazy is that?
XQC was negotiating with Kick. Then came the official deal. $70 million guaranteed, with up to $30 million in bonuses. The total, $100 million over
100 M's over 2 years. This guy done F the game up. 100 M's over 2 years. All right. This damn near probably knocked the streaming economy off kilter. I'm not going to lie to you. And we know where that money's coming from.
2 years and no exclusivity, meaning he could still freely stream on Twitch and other platforms. The scale of the deal got instant attention, bigger than most sports contracts. Kick saw him as the one streamer who could bring legitimacy to their platform, while still...
So his deal, all right, was reportedly worth more than LeBron James's deal, all right? And this is stamped. This was on Forbes, all right? Sorry for the janky article, but I had to do a little finesse. It's hard to wrap your head around what was announced yesterday as the upstart controversial new streaming service Kick revealed they had stolen Twitch's top streamer XQC with a shocking $100 million 2-year non-exclusive deal. All right. They dropped a hydrogen bomb into the streaming market. Okay. And they said, look, back in 2019, it was unheard of when streamer Ninja was moving to Microsoft's Mixer, which didn't even last, in a contract that was worth 20 to 30 million. But forget streaming. LeBron James signed a 2-year contract with the Lakers for 97 million in the same period. Less, 2.9 million less for one of the world's most famous athletes. They gave to XQC. Sat around reacting to my videos on Phonum Grave 100 mil. They gave him 100 mil on Phonum Grave on a dead homies, man. What the helly? Okay. And so he really went to the league, and I'm not talking about the League of Legends, okay? He really went to the league. He is actually balling like a real NBA player, okay? Balling like an athlete, and he definitely got no jumper, all right? And from here, he went absolutely crazy, okay? It's at this point, he started streaming with the biggest, I'm not even going to say the biggest musicians, all right? The biggest human beings in the entire world. He streamed with Drake.
What have you been doing on like a normal day? Normal day? Not like a special day where you did actual normal day. Like I'm talking not like you wake up, like give me like a rundown. You just woke up. What's up?
Okay. Well, I mean, if it's Monday to Thursday, I'm waking up and I'm doing whatever Adonis wants to do for up until he goes to bed. So that's like, you know, I'm off with my son.
Well, you have him all week?
I have a Monday, Thursday, yeah. So we hang tough, you know. We went to play we did VR the other day.
That's cute.
So look, he's doing little friendly streams with Drake, all right? But it's not just Drake. It's not just Drake. I'm not saying this because I'm in love with this person or that I'm promoting this person, but he actually popped out, okay, on Aiden Ross's stream with Donald Trump. How crazy is this?
Have a good time, everybody. See you tonight.
Yeah. So what's your good side? What do you like walking on? What side do you like walking on?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you look good on both sides. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all. X, come on outside with this truck.
Come on.
Yeah. By the way, do you like my buddy Felix's shirt?
I love that.
Felix, by the way, Mr. Trump.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, you got the grills on.
I like that. Hey, I know. That's what I noticed. I noticed the grill. Nice to see you. Thank you.
I mean, it's actually wild the level this man got to. So from here, XQC would go on to just dominate the space, right? He would have all these gambling streams and clips and all this stuff, which I can't even show you. If I click on these videos, it's gonna give me a warning, right? I can't even show you. These are I can't even show. I shouldn't even really. I don't even know if I can show you the thumbnails, to be honest with you. But this is actually crazy. Okay, the levels this guy got to, all right. And so a lot of people were absolutely blown away when this clip started circulating. Okay, when he popped up on Mr. Beast's stream, we saw Mr. Beast, Aiden Ross, and XQC together on stream. Right, this was like the three-headed goat, and they did a little skit where they got a lie detector out.
You have more than $100 million in your bank.
And they asked him if he had 100 million in his bank account. He said no. And then they said, you got 100 million crypto. And he said, yep. And the lie detector said facts.
Account.
No.
Oh, crypto account. Do you have more than $100 million in your crypto account?
Yes.
It's true to both.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
He really came up, man.
Oh, wait, Chow, what do you think of that?
You have
100 mil. He also claimed, now he said earlier that he'd wagered $3 billion. And in another clip, he actually claimed that he had lost over 100 million. He'd lost 9 figures gambling.
How much money do you think you've lost gambling?
That's a hard topic because if you say numbers, the scale doesn't make sense.
8
right?
figures or 9 figures?
The loss is over 100 million. But that... Do I have to go in the semantics of it? Nah. I'm a DJ gambler. Yeah, it's gambling, so the pays are really high. I'm dumb, okay? So yeah.
Does it
I
make
gamble a
you
lot.
happy?
So yeah, the loss
Does it make you happy?
Well, it makes me sometimes.
How much?
So that's what he's doing, man. He's not saying his wins, but he's saying that's his losses. But yeah, despite losing over $100 million in gambling, okay, he clearly is living the rich life, okay? So as we saw in Vale's video, he would break down the rich life that this man is now living after cutting all of these deals and getting all the kids hooked on gaming and Las Vegas style gaming, not Overwatch style gaming, okay? And he spends millions of dollars on watches, cars, every damn watch you can think of this man's got. How crazy is this? Check it, like, bruh.
X used to downplay his lifestyle, but that didn't last. His first major buy was a McLaren 720S Spider, worth around $300,000. He didn't even have a license yet. Then came the Ferrari SF90 Stradale, which can cost over $600,000. Next came watches. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak.
Don't sleep. This is like a damn near close to $500,000 watch. These are rainbow diamonds all in the bezel. It's a skeletonized watch. It's see-through. You can see all the movement. This is a big boy watch, man. Shout out to my guy Broad Day, because I see him rocking this watch recently. Hearing he's got a lot of crypto too. That's all I'll say.
Coming in at $456,000. Followed by other rare watches, each one of them making an appearance on stream. Fans have speculated that X's watch collection is over $50 million. He also bought his brother a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. That was another $200,000 plus. At this point, XQC wasn't trying to hide his money. He was showing exactly what it looked like.
Man, he went crazy. So according to this video, all right, according to this video, this is the last thing that I'm going to show you, okay? By mid-2024, this man's net worth was over $500 million.
By mid-2024, XQC's estimated net worth was around $550 million. His yearly earnings alone outpaced entire careers. Compared to his peers, Kai Cenat, 14 to 18 million. FaZe Banks,
that's low.
10 to 20 million.
That's a low
Ninja,
ball.
50 million.
That's
and
a high
Ludwig,
ball.
15 to 20 million.
No idea who that is.
X turned streaming into $500 million empire.
He really turned streaming into a $500 million empire, man. I was honestly a big hater on XQC, but I gotta respect the hustle, man. I gotta respect the game. He really took over in a way that just hits different, bro. This guy really just killed it. Okay, so look, I might need to book a little trip to Las Vegas. I'm low-key anti-gambling. I've gambled a little bit in the past. I've not had a bad experience in gambling, but I've had friends and family that have had bad experiences, and you know, I've heard stories of people just losing it all to gambling and putting them in a dark place. But is that the casino's fault? Is that XQC's fault? Is that a prime cut of beef's fault? Or is that your own fault and we need accountability? I don't know, man. I don't know. So who knows, man? You guys let me know. If you want me to pop out with the prize picks, sponsor, and brand new rainbow Rolex, like, maybe we're going to make that happen. But I just wanted to shine a light on XQC. I think he's a really interesting character. Clearly, he's one of the most relevant people on the internet. I think he's going to continue to kill it. People love him. That bond that he has with his audience is just getting stronger every stream, every hour, every minute, every comment that goes by. And I got to salute, man. I got to give him his flowers. I can't be a hater. You know, he did his thing. There's definitely some shiesty maneuvers that he's done in there, and I feel like he doesn't really add a lot to some of the content he does. But then again, he popping out with Drake on his stream. You know, he popping up to meet Donald Trump for the Aiden Ross stream. Okay, so this guy is not to be played with. So I hope you found that interesting. This is a kind of different style of video. I'm gonna have a lot more stuff for you guys coming soon. This is a video I recorded to put out whilst I was away, so there's still some content going up. I don't know, who knows? If literally the maddest thing in hip-hop is going on whilst I'm away, I will probably fire up the laptop and make some videos about that. So you might be seeing some, there might be other, who knows? If I'm not even going to speculate on what craziness could have happened, but if something really mental happens, I would have made another video, and you would have seen this video in between some other videos. But anyway, hope you found that interesting, man. I'm going to have way more updates for you guys coming soon. I think today, I don't know if I'm right, but I was turning on channel memberships. I don't know if it started yet, but what I'm going to do, I've been thinking for a while what I should do with channel memberships. I think what I'm going to do is maybe like every month, I'm going to have, or it could even be every week or every few days, I'm going to let the fans pick a story, and you got to be a member of the channel to choose that story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a members only section where you can suggest stories. The top stories, I'm then going to put a poll to the members only. So the members are going to suggest their stories, and then the members are going to decide a vote on the poll of what the story is going to be for the next video. And if you want to be part of that, you can become a member of the channel. I think that's set up. If it's not set up, I'll have that set up soon. It's going to be lit. So anyway, appreciate you tapping in with this video. Shout out to XQC. Maybe he's going to react to something else that I do at some point, you know, or maybe not. Who knows? This guy, 500 M's is crazy. All right. I need to go lie down. 500 M's is ridiculous. I feel sick. All right. Catch you in the next one. Peace.